Okay, so I've been working on this a little bit, and I did find some of the issues that, first of all, the question of why it was not working. I'm actually, I tried changing it to use, to set this up and have this ready. Address 0 is just 0x0. That's all it is. It's just saying, it's just taking a number and turning it into an address. So that wasn't the issue. And one issue I did find is that the safe adds were not, the safe math was not working. So I got rid of that and replaced it with the just regular adding and subtracting, because we're already doing a check here. And I deployed the contract again, and what I was able to do, let me show you, is I'm able to mine. So let's, we can use the same, let's make it 1,000 this time. And now I'm using the built-in chain. One thing we may want to do is see what happens when I move it to Ganache. So the transaction cost, gas was set to 300,000. Transaction cost was, these look about right. And the value is, should be returned is, does it say anything? Should return true. Oh, value 0 because that's, we're not giving it in. None of these use value. None of these are payable. And payable is when you're actually using the chain, using Ethereum, and you're actually putting money into the contract. We're keeping track of our own token here, or Chuck coin as I called it. And as you can see, let me show you, the balance should be 1,100, and indeed it is. The let's see, total supply, again, we added the 1,000 correctly. Now allowance, let's see about allowance here. We haven't tried that. Allowance, I'm trying to even remember what it, okay, so allowance, we could put in here the person we're executing as, because in Remix this is the account you're using to execute. And we're giving a spender, let's make the spender AB8 and go back here. Have to be, because it's very easy to forget to go back to the user. And let's see what happens when we do this. I thought, oh, that's how much. We don't want that. We want to, where is it? Approve is what we want. Here we go. So let's do that. And let's go back here and get the owner. Okay. And let's say 100. And we're gonna give this guy a credit, I guess, of 100. Let's see if this works. And it did, it looks like. True. All right. So now this guy has a credit of 100. So let's see if we can do transfer from. Transfer from will transfer from the sender to a transfer from, oh, so this would be the 2. Wait a second. Okay. Let's see. I'm wondering if the interface here is reversed. Well, let's see if it works. And let's get this. And let's do 50. Let's see what happens. And let's look at the balance. Yep, that worked. And let's do him. And yeah, so it's basically working now. Now I'm curious. I got the ganache going on, so let's see what happens if I switch to ganache and see if it still works. Oh, that's not gonna, it's gonna complain because ganache is set up for 75. So let's do that. Okay, so now let's copy, that's a person. But I don't know, it looks like it has a, well, you know what, I'm gonna stop clean here because I'm not convinced that, let's go, compile, and deployed contracts. I don't have any deployed contracts. So I'm going to deploy this, and that worked, and now I do have a deployed contract. So let's see if the mining works now. And okay. Well, okay, so what I think the problem was, looks like I got a, sometimes this interface, this GUI will kind of do weird things, like move text around and things of that nature. So here, what I think the issue was is the safe math. It did not like the safe math. I don't know why. See if we can have a look at safe math. Because we were assert, maybe, I'm not sure exactly what it didn't like. So I'm going to have to, that's something worth investigating. But anyway, as you can see, this is a little short tonight, but you can see that we got our thing working, even with these requireds. And I fixed some of the issues. I mean, when you that's why you test. you're going to find stuff. And actually in a professional environment, often you'll do it before you even test. When you check your code in, and remember, it's good practice. If you're doing this stuff, get yourself a GitHub account. It's free, and we've looked at that before. It lets you store your code safely, so you can always get an older version and compare and see what changed if something's. No, I don't think this UI has it, but if you're working in something like, using something like Eclipse and whatever the other one is, but I know what you have Git in there, and it can actually go back to the GitHub and see what you have versus what you saved. But anyway, getting back to this, the issue seemed to be the safe math, because once I got rid of that, it decided that it was going to work. The problem is sometimes these errors in Solidity are a little bit cryptic. Let's see. Let me show you this. I think you should be able to see this. Nope, that's not it. Let's try that. Nope, that's not it either. Let me just switch to what we want. Okay, I'm going to bring this. So, if you can see this here, where is it? Let's see if I can. So, try running, if you error message and you revert, this is a good article that, let me see, because it did, okay, running out of gas, but where was it? Yeah, this is the error I was getting. It's very common. It doesn't tell you anything. It's best to do it locally. And you can use a debugger. For some reason on this, when I tried to debug the mine function initially, when I was connected to Ganache, it didn't like it. Don't know why. I've never seen that before. But that's the debugger is one tool that really helps. And here's another thing, is getting rid of asserts. I just commented out the reverts and see if it worked. And what I found is it started working, but I got I was getting no addition happening. I'd say mine, and I wouldn't see anything added. So I tried getting rid of the safe math, and that seemed to have fixed it. So anyway, hopefully this video and this series has been helpful. If it has, please give a like. Please, subscribe, ring the bell, share it with your friends who may be interested. And I will speak to you next time.